Good evening, my lovely nurses. I hope you are fine and your family is good. So today again we will discuss some questions. So today our question is related to foundation of care. Which type of cares we are providing to the patients. So our one question is related to meningitis. The nurse is caring for a client with meningitis and implements which transmission based precautions for this client. Number 1, private room or cohort room. Number 2, personal respiratory protection device. Number 3, private room with negative airflow pressure. Number 4, mask worn by staff when the client needs to leave the room. So number 1, we will discuss one by one. So our one option is private room or cohort client. So for first I will tell you about the meningitis. Meningitis is a droplet infection. So we need droplet precautions for this patient, for this the meningitis disease. So we need a private room or cohort client. Cohort client mean if the patient have a same problem, same meningitis problem, so we can keep two patients together but with the same disease. So number 1 is the correct option. Number 2, personal respiratory protection device. This is incorrect because personal respiratory protection device we are using for the airborne precautions patients like tuberculosis. Number 3, private room with negative airflow pressure. This one also we are using for the airborne precautions disease. For example, like meningitis. Number 4, mask worn by staff when the client needs to leave the room. So this is also incorrect, not worn by staff. The patient should wear the mask when the patient will leave the room. I hope you understand the question. Now we will start the second question. Our next question is, the nurse working in the emergency department is assessing a client who recently returned from Nigeria and presented complaining of a fever at home, fatigue, muscle pain and abdominal pain. Which action would the nurse take next? So always check the strategic word what they are asking in the question. So in the question they are asking which next step the nurse should have to take. So we have to check the options and we will see what is the next step. We will not say the totally or the partially options. We have to take the proper option, the prioritized options, the what action the nurse should have to take next. So our options are: number 1, check the client's temperature. Number 2, isolate the clients in a private room. Number 3, check a complete set of vital signs. Number 4, contact the healthcare provider. So our strategic word is next. So this indicates that some or all the other options may be partially or totally correct. So what we will do, we will eliminate first the number 1 and 3. See, number 1 they are telling check the client temperature, and number 3 they are telling check the complete set of vital signs. So both are look alike. So 1 and 3 we will eliminate. Now we have two options. Number 2, isolate the client in a private room, and number 4, contact the primary healthcare provider. Now if we will check in the question, patient recently came from the Nigeria, and in the Nigeria Ebola virus disease is very is a Nigeria there is very spreading disease, this one, the Ebola virus. And the Ebola virus sign symptoms are same like this. So Ebola virus the sign symptom actually is a patient presented with the fever, maybe 38 centigrade or 100.4 Fahrenheit, or headache, fatigue, weakness, muscles pain, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, or signs of bleeding. These are all the signs of Ebola virus disease. And in this question, patient complaining of fever, fatigue, muscle pain and abdominal pain. So these all signs and symptoms related to Ebola virus disease. So for this disease, our first the priority of the nurse is to isolate the patient in the private room. Then after that she can collect all further data and notify the healthcare provider. So our correct option is isolate the client in a private room. I hope you understand this question. Now we will go to the next question. Our next question is, the nurse enters a client's room and finds that the waste basket is on fire. The nurse immediately assists the client out of the room. What is the next nursing action? So, in this question, what is the strategic word? Next. The nurse entered in the patient room, but what she found? There is a basket, there is a waste basket on fire. She immediately assists the patient and take out of the room. So what's the nurse best prioritize the priority nursing action? What she will do the next? Number 1, call for help. Number 2, extinguish the fire. Number 3, activate the fire alarm. Number 4, confine the fire by closing the room door. So our strategic word is next. So always remember, whenever you are solving the fire related questions, so always remember in your mind the race word is a mnemonic race, RACE. The R mean rescue. Rescue client in the immediate danger. So first we will do, rescue the patient. Then A is alarm, sound the alarm. Number C is a confine the fire by closing all doors. And E is for extinguish the fire. So our options are call for help, incorrect. Number 2, extinguish the fire, incorrect. Number 3, activate the fire alarm, yes, this is correct. Number 4, confine the fire by closing the room door, this is incorrect. So as per the race, RACE, the rescue, the nurse already rescued the patient. Then A, alarm, sound the alarm, mean you will activate the fire alarm, that is the next step. And then the C, confine the fire by closing the room door, so that is the third step. And then E mean extinguish the fire, that is the fourth step. So as per according to the step, the nurse next action is activate the fire alarm. I hope you understand the lecture, and if you like the lecture, please share and subscribe my YouTube channel, and don't forget to push the bell button so you can receive my coming videos notification. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself and your family. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.